The Secondary Teachers Union says the government needs to make better choices as it fights for a better pay offer ahead of a strike next Wednesday. Government ministers have gone on the offensive, saying that after just 6 days of bargaining, the union's actions are disproportionate. Judith Collins saying what the teachers are doing is an attack on students. But as Adam Hollingworth reports, the PPTA says next week's strike is still probable but not inevitable.
Teachers plan to strike next Wednesday, with rolling action to come next month. The government, in turn, has taken aim at the teachers for what it says they're about to do to their students.
If you don't get your own way without even asking what it is you want, you just run off and behave like they've behaved and put other people's lives, their education at risk when it doesn't need to be.
Today, the Public Service Minister ratcheted up the rhetoric on morning news programmes.
Just have a heart. Stop using these kids like some football.
Collins going even further on Morning Report.
There's going to be a lot of options that we're looking at as a government as to how to move away from this basically nearly attack on students.
It's really disappointing that that's the language she's using. Teachers don't want to strike. We'd much rather be teaching. And our students and our parents know this.
The union says the government could do better if it tried that little bit harder.
I think at the end of the day, they are trying to do the best that they can do, but they need to make better decisions effectively. Put my teacher hat on, we all got to make better choices. And I think this government could make better choices.
The government has offered 1% a year for 3 years. The teachers want 4% a year for 3 years, plus 4% in the first year in recognition of the abandoned pay equity scheme. Judith Collins believes there'll be little sympathy for that, saying teachers are earning $147,000 a year after 10 years. The PPTA says only a few vice principals are on that kind of money.
I've never been even close to that. I was probably the closest I've ever been was $30,000 short of that. So I don't know where she's getting this 147,000 stat. I think there'd be maybe 100 senior leaders in this country who would be earning that much.
There's another meeting tomorrow with the union saying a strike is still probable, but
there's a bit of distance to make, but it's not impossible. We're meeting on Friday. It's up to the government to come to the party. We don't need to engage in this industrial action.
But it seems both sides will have to make big compromises before industrial action is called off.